Hey, Mark Walters here. I'm really excited because I just got off the phone and actually a recording that I did with a platform that I share with my subscribers that are real estate investors on a tremendous source of real estate leads of all different kinds. And one of the cool things that they were sharing is that they're able to access very current data. So that would be very current leads, and they're able to layer the amounts of motivation that these motivated home sellers have. So for example, there may be somebody that is behind on their taxes, and maybe they also have some code violations, just for the sake of conversation. They've also got access to pre-probate leads, so that's before the probate has even happened. And so you can start to layer that in there as well. So one of the great things about that is the fact that when you are buying leads from list brokers, data providers, you've got a couple of things to think about. One is, how current are these leads? And a lot of times the leads are not that current. So the problem with that, besides it just not being current, is that a lot of investors have already been working those leads. So you absolutely need to get a lead source that has very current leads. So that was one of the things that my friend Cody was sharing with me. And you can get a link to this lead source somewhere below this video. The other thing is the layers of motivation. So when you start to think about, when you can layer the amounts of motivation with the deadline of when this event is going to happen, that is making this home seller motivated to sell, it is a very attractive lead source for real estate investors. Now, another big takeaway here is when you are getting a lot of leads, we'll just call it data. You're getting a lot of data that you're buying from a lead source, and you're thinking, okay, I've got 10,000 potential lead sources here. Well, do you really, and is it current? And if you were to mail out to all those people, who are really motivated right now? So you could spend money each month with a lead source, but the real money is then the amount that you're spending on sending out direct mail and things like that. So if you think about it a little differently from the reverse engineering standpoint, if you think, well, if I could just get leads that are very, very fresh, that have layers of motivation, so that I don't have to mail to all these other, potential lead sources, you could save yourself a whole lot of money in direct mail costs, thousands of dollars every month, depending on how much you're sending out. And then you could be focusing in on these lead sources that are hot right now. So very exciting. So there's a link below this video somewhere that you can access that lead source. Now, once you've got these leads coming in, what are you going to do with them? Well, you need to then point them towards an area where you can start to capture those leads. But even more than that, once you understand the layers of motivation that the lead you're targeting, falls under, well, your marketing then can speak to that motivation. And then the landing page that you're driving people to, hey, just go over to my website for more information. And then that conversation continues there. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm sharing different funnel sources that you can then take and just plop into your own account is the fact that we want to continue that conversation. We want to reach out so that we can start the conversation that's going on inside of our target's head. That is a very big thing to consider. When you are going through something, we have this conversation that goes on and on and on in our mind. And if somebody were to talk to us that addresses those things that are really bothering us, we have an instant connection with them. We feel as though those people understand us. And that is really, really a big thing when it comes to marketing, is getting inside of the conversation going on inside of your target, customer's head. So once you start to know the different layers of motivation that these people are in right now, your marketing can then address those exact needs, those exact pain points, because they're feeling a lot of pain right now, and ways that you can help them, and then guide them over to your webpage that is absolutely laser targeted with those same needs so you can continue that conversation with these people. So as you'll see somewhere on this webpage are those landing or a landing page that I've created for you, just a funnel that you can get. There's a link there too that you can put that into your ClickFunnels account. If you don't already have one, the link will take you to a 14-day trial. But I want to share with you how simple this is to use. So I'm going to show you my computer screen here, and we can talk more about how great it is to be able to have a number of different landing pages based on the marketing and the layers of motivation that your marketing is focusing in on. So let me get into my computer right now and show you what I'm talking about. So here we are inside of my ClickFunnels account. And like I said, there is a link on this page underneath this video that you can get access to this exact funnel that I'm talking about, these pages that you can then, once you've got your ClickFunnels account, you can just add those to the different types of funnels you've got in there and start to use them and utilize them. And I'll share more with you too, once you've got your account, that you can just click on and then download them into your own account. So right here, we've got two pages. We've got an opt-in page and we're going to have a thank you page. Right now, we're looking at the opt-in page because what we want is to have people, after they receive our message through the mail, we want to be able to send them to a landing page online because that's the lowest threshold of anxiety and things like that. If they want to call us, they can as well. But if they just want to go over and get more information, we can then have a page that, again, addresses whatever our marketing has been saying that we've reached out to them about. And we know, because of our lead source that, again, there's a link below this video that you can tap into. We know exactly what their problem is right now, the things that are keeping them up at night. Huge. This is huge. That way, whenever you are then sending them something, you could even spend a little bit more money on it to make a bigger impact because, again, you're not spending so much money on dead leads. We're laser targeting with the layers of motivation here. Really, really big. So here we've got a handful of elements. And I just want you to know that you can edit any of this once you've got access to it and you've downloaded it into your account. So you can have text here. You can change the text to your name, your business name. You could put a logo there, not a problem. You can easily just go in here and change. Let me just get in here. If you wanted to change some numbers here, very simple stuff. I'm not a techie, and yet I can get in here and I can choose a section and I can just type over it. I can change it however I want. Now, obviously, this is a picture of me and my dog Otis, so you're going to want to change that out. Put your name here. And I've got some different copy that you can use if you want, just how it is, or you can edit that as well. Of course, you've got to be able to fulfill whatever it is we're saying here that your service can provide. But the good news about this is, and I'm going to share some different funnels with you, and you can edit however you want to do this, is that, again, when somebody gets your direct mail, your marketing of some kind that you have strategically sent to them, knowing the type of challenged real estate situation they're in right now and overall life situation as well. When you send them to this page, things like this right here, we could have that laser targeted to if you're behind on your taxes or if you've got a tax payment coming up that you're having a hard time meeting or, whatever. I'll be adding more funnels here with copy that you can choose if you'd like. That is more specific to certain types of target markets and target marketing so that you can just plug it in and then do a few edits here so that it becomes yours, and then feel free to go ahead and do that. So right here, we've got, I've got we can close as fast as 7 days or as long as 90 days, whatever is best for you. I buy an as is condition and I pay 100% of the closing costs. You will pay no fees or commissions of any kind. Of course, you can add or edit that however you like. I'm happy to share information and help you with your situation however I can, regardless of the outcome. We just want to talk to these people. And if we can help them find, if we can give them suggestions on where they might find more appropriate help, fine. If we can't help them, if we can't put a deal together, that is the business model that I've always been in. I love to help people. That's why I'm doing this video right now. One of the reasons, obviously, We've got some other aspects to this as well. Enter your contact information, which is a call to action. And then the first box here is enter your full name, enter your phone number, and then enter your email address. Let's talk. If you wanted to edit that, click on that and you could edit that as well. That's why that's opening up there. Really simple, really intuitive. And I'll also, underneath this video, put some training on how to use this software, because they have definitely set it up and made it where we can go in and we can do some things. And with that in mind, the big takeaway here is, and I'm going to share with you more funnels that dovetail perfectly with different types of sources of the marketing that you're doing. All we're trying to do is continue the conversation and really give a helping hand. So let's go back to then the thank you page after somebody has actually put in their information here. We'll go over to the thank you page and hit edit, open that up. And again, I've got, if you want to talk sooner, just call. So you got your phone number up there in the upper right-hand corner. This is also intuitive. As I'm going over it with my mouse, I could edit any of that I want to. You did it. Great job. We want to let them know that when they inputted their information, what is happening next year. That one, you did it. I've got your information. I'm going to be contacting you soon. So it goes on to say, we will be contacting you soon to help you however we can. You could put, I will be contacting you soon and ready to help you however I can, your first name. Again, you don't want to put my dog's picture in there. You'd rather put your picture in there, I'm sure. Although Otis is very cute. You can put anything that you want in here. And you could even have more boxes that are taking more information if you wanted to. However, we want to make this low threshold, and so that we can just get to talk to them, because I found that, that's really when we get a lot of our good information. If somebody's motivated, they want to, eventually share what it is that they need help with, because they need help right now. All right. So really simple. Underneath this video, I've got some links to things that are helpful. We've got a handful of steps here as real estate investors. And if we were to step back and take the 30,000-foot view, we'd like to get fresh leads that we can layer the levels of motivation, if at all possible, and that we can get before a lot of other investors. So they really need to be fresh. If we can layer motivation in different niche types of targets, be it tax delinquent, be it foreclosure, be it probate, there's so many different levels here as far as different areas that you can decide to choose. But the fact that you can layer it is so exciting. And you know what the deadline date is that motivated seller has to do something by. And then your message is just addressing these things in a very low-key, subtle kind of way, that you are here to help. You drive them over to your webpage, and then it continues the conversation. Really effective. So what we need is the provider of these very fresh leads, so that we can get rid of a lot of the dead leads and then be able to focus in on the different layers of motivation. That is huge. And then we need a way to be able to capture those leads. But not only that, not just going to a website provider that does one kind of thing or a handful of kind of things. We want to be able to edit those landing pages so that they are congruent and a perfect dovetail with your marketing. So the conversation just continues. So it's okay to have a number of different pages here, which is really great. And then, of course, what to do from there, how to put the deal together if there's a deal to be had. And of course, you want to be able to have some relationships, maybe with realtors or probate attorneys or different types of sources. If you can't be the one to help them, maybe you can direct them to some other professionals, because again, we're just trying to help people here. So I've got some links underneath this video that will hopefully help you, some affiliate links, also some links of my own that trainings that I put together that can help you every step of the way. But when you start to uncover leads that are this hyper-focused, layered with motivation, and very fresh, you are ahead of the curve, because you can really get rid of so many other types of lead data that you might be wasting time on with direct mail. And then you can focus in on these hottest leads and then do whatever you can to help them. Okay. So I will be creating more videos going forward with this premise, and also with more funnels for you to consider. And if you like them, you can just, click the link and put them into your account and use them however you like. After editing them and making them yours, obviously you want to put your picture, your phone number, your business name, things like that, and edit the copy however you like as well. I've tried to put some copy in there that you might want to use, but you also might want to make it your own, and that's perfectly all right. It's not like this is it, you can only use this, or don't use this, you got to make it your own. No, do what you want with it, but have fun with it when you think about, all right, I'm going to send out a message and I'm going to say this to somebody who really needs some help. I know exactly the type of help they need because I've got this great lead source, and I'm uncovering these leads and they're very fresh, and I'm having this conversation. I'm going to send them over to my webpage. It only makes sense for that conversation to continue. All right. And the great news is I wanted to show you the inside of my account where it's simple. You can just do that. And of course, you're going to want to hook that up with some kind of an email service so that you're capturing these leads, and then you can do a follow-up email, and you can also get the information that you're looking for. So very simple things. You'll find links underneath this video. Until next time, I'm Mark Walters, and I'll share more with you very soon.